Most people think the way to make someone regret losing them is to show them what they're missing. So they send one more message. They explain themselves one more time. They try to remind the other person of everything they offered. But the harder you try to convince people of your value, the easier it becomes for them to overlook it. Here's why. The moment someone believes they have unlimited access to you, they stop noticing your presence. And when your presence stops being noticed, it stops being appreciated. That's why regret rarely comes from arguments, emotional speeches, or desperate attempts to be understood. It comes from perspective. Today, you'll learn the psychological process that makes people recognize what they lost, not through manipulation, revenge, or mind games, but through a shift in the way you carry yourself. Human beings adapt to almost everything. A new car becomes normal. A dream opportunity becomes routine. Even someone's constant attention can become expected. Psychologists call this adaptation. The more available something is, the less attention the mind gives to it. That's why many people accidentally reduce their own value. Not because they lack value, but because they make their presence feel guaranteed. When someone knows you'll always answer immediately, always adjust your plans, and always remain available, your presence can begin to feel less like a privilege and more like a certainty. And certainty rarely creates appreciation. People tend to recognize value more clearly when they understand it isn't unlimited. Because of this, you must change your approach. Let your actions speak. Many people spend enormous amounts of energy trying to prove who they are. They defend their intentions. They rationalize their loyalty. They remind others of their sacrifices. They plead for better treatment. But seeking validation has limits. The more you argue for your worth, the more you place your value in someone else's hands. Quiet confidence works differently. It doesn't demand recognition. It doesn't chase approval. It focuses on consistency. People trust what they repeatedly observe far more than what they're repeatedly told. A person who carries themselves with self-respect doesn't need to announce it. Others eventually notice. To truly command that respect, you have to become unpredictably focused. This is where the real shift happens. Most people become consumed by one question. How do I make them see what they lost? But that question keeps your attention trapped in the past. The strongest move isn't making someone think about you. It's becoming absorbed in something bigger than their opinion. Develop new skills. Improve your health. Pursue meaningful goals. Create experiences that have nothing to do with proving a point. And here's the interesting psychological effect. The moment people realize your life no longer revolves around their perception of you, they lose the ability to predict you. And people naturally pay more attention to what they cannot predict. Instead of chasing attention, you become someone worth paying attention to. This leads to the most important skill, mastering the space between stimulus and response. When people expect a reaction and do not receive one, something unusual happens. Their assumptions lose certainty. Most individuals react immediately. They defend their position. They explain their actions. They justify their existence. But emotional control creates space. And within that space, people begin forming their own conclusions. This doesn't mean pretending not to care. It means refusing to allow temporary emotions to dictate permanent decisions. Calmness communicates strength in ways words often cannot, because it signals that your peace isn't controlled by someone else's choices. As you build this mindset, focus on cultivating irreplaceable qualities. Many people focus on being liked, but far fewer focus on being memorable. Being memorable isn't about being louder. It's about possessing qualities that are increasingly rare. Integrity, reliability, emotional stability, wisdom, self-respect, character. These are qualities that cannot be copied overnight. Anyone can imitate a style. Anyone can borrow phrases. But character reveals itself through repeated actions over time. The goal isn't to become impossible to replace. The goal is to become difficult to forget. And those are very different things. Ultimately, let time provide the lesson. Most people try to force realization, but realization rarely responds to pressure. It responds to experience. As time passes, people encounter new situations. They meet different personalities. They gain perspective. And sometimes they begin comparing those experiences with what they once had. That's often when understanding arrives. Not because you persuaded them, not because you chased them, but because reality showed them something your words never could. Some lessons are learned only through contrast. And time is often the thing that creates it. If there's one lesson to remember, it's this. People rarely recognize value because they're told to. They recognize value when experience gives them a new perspective. So stop trying to control how others see you. Focus on building a life, a mindset, and a character that don't depend on external approval. Grow stronger. Think wiser. Remain calmer. Become more fulfilled. Because the greatest form of power isn't making someone regret losing you. It's becoming so focused on your own growth that their realization is no longer necessary. And ironically, that's often when it happens. Before you go, leave a comment below. What is one area of your life you're focusing on improving right now? I'd love to read your answers. Subscribe for more psychology and self-mastery content. And remember, the strongest statement you can make is often the one you never have to say. Stay sharp, stay logical.